Hey there, Capricorn, and welcome to your week of August 16th, 2021 general tarot reading. We got cards flying everywhere for you here, but we're going to start things off with a general vibe card for you. So thank you for being here, and let us see what we got for you here. All right, so for you, Capricorn, we got the Moth Spirit, surrender now. So just need to be surrendering now to like the things you want in your life, your passions, your desires, whatever it is, and really just going after it, right? Like a moth to the flame, right? They go after what they want and they don't really care. We got a pop out for you to start things off too as well. So thank you for being here, Capricorn. We're just gonna jump right in to this. Thank you for being here. And remember, we do a reading here of past, present, future, and an outcome as well. So you're going to want to stick around for that and stick around for clarifiers for all those cards after this. I was about to pull another card, but we're starting off with the Two of Wands, card of stability. Just really a solid place to start from, a stable place. As you can see, this one wand back here does not need to be held up as the wand ahead does, the one he is holding in his left hand there. And so just saying you're in a very stable place in your past here. So that's always good when you're in a place of stability, that it really offers you the time and the position to go after what you want, to surrender to what you want. It's also saying it might be some travel. You might be thinking about traveling, or you might have recently traveled here in your recent past. He's got the globe in his hand, like kind of looking, where do I go next as well? So I'm digging that. We've got the Four of Swords in your present energy. It's a card of rest, recovery, relaxation, maybe a little bit of solitude, kind of spending some time on your own here. But it's also a card of blessings. As you can see, the stained glass window is offering blessings down onto this person as well. So just presently, you might be kind of on a recharge mode. You're kind of stable, kind of balancing things out, trying to get some stability in your life and get some recovery going as well. So I'm digging that, and just blessings coming in as well for you presently, because you're getting ready to strike it out again. This is leading to the King of Cups in your future. This could be a King of Cups coming in for you, or you might be in King of Cups energy as well for yourself. No gender associated with these cards, even though it does say it's a king. It's just masculine, feminine. We've all got that in us. All those emotions and feelings and such. It doesn't matter your gender. You could be a King of Cups. But it's just saying, like, be a master of yourself here. With the King of Cups, he's in these sort of turbulent waters here. And it's to say that he's in the rough spot, but he's not worried about it. Like, he doesn't have a care in the world on that face, right? He's not worried about nothing. Even though he is in these sort of rocky waters and things seem like they might be going bad, he's not being like sitting there being like, oh no, things are going rough. He's keeping up that tough face. He's being like, no, I've seen worse. I can get through this. I've gotten through worse waves than this. He's like, you should have seen it back in the day. We had tidal waves, taller than me, and I survived that, right? He's not worried about nothing. He's like, you know what? I got this, no problem. And we have, for an outcome card for you, the Tower. So the Tower is a card of a big change coming in for you. It's a change that has to happen too, right? This is something that's got to happen, something that's kind of been building up to. As you can see, there's fire and smoke, and that's a warning sign. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So there's been warning signs leading up to whatever this change is that you need to go on. A friend of mine once said that the Tower is, there's two ways to look at the tower. You can be in the tower when it comes down, or you can be out on the outside watching it come down. The tower's coming down whether you're in it or not, right? So it's better to be outside of the tower not getting crushed than to be inside being toppled down with it. So I'm digging that. So it's just fair warning, right? Use the warning signs, get out of there quick, right? So let us get to your clarifiers here in just a second. But before we do, thank you for being here, Capricorn. And you're going to want to stick around after the clarifiers, because we're going to tie everything off with the Moonology card. So thank you for being here. And let's get into your clarifiers. All right. So for you, Capricorn, clarifying the Two of Wands, we got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a card of celebration. Your friends, your community, your family coming together and celebrating. So it seems like you're in a very stable place. And that's cause for celebration, right? Maybe you've been working hard to get into a stable place, working hard to get to where you are now so that you can pursue what you want, right? You're kind of working up, trying to maybe you're getting out of debt. Maybe you're, moving into a place where you're in a more stable living condition. Maybe you lived in like an apartment, it was just hectic all the time, and now you got your own pad somewhere, right? Or something like that. So just cause for celebration. This is going to be different for everybody, obviously. These are general readings. But clarifying the Four of Swords, we got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of, sort of walking the walk, talking the talk, right? And another card of celebrations as well. It's just you being in a strong position, like leader type energy, right? Maybe that's what that solitude is for you, like I mentioned that earlier, because it is lonely at the top, as they say. But just when you're kind of like the boss, you're like the leader, it's kind of like everything kind of falls on you, and you're like the first one, right? You're the one that like, all right, so I'm making the decisions. Nobody else can make decisions. I'm the one making the decisions because I'm the leader, right? But it's saying be confident, because the leader is all about walking the walk and talking the talk, right? They can do it all. So it's like you're in a stable position here. Things are going good for you. Like, just roll with it, right? You're here for a reason. It's not like imposter syndrome or something. You've worked hard to get to where you're at. So I'm digging that. Next up, we got the Seven of Swords here, clarifying the King of Cups. And the Seven of Swords can be a card of sort of liar, cheater, stealer energy. Can be a card of trying to protect yourself as well, right? This you can see here, the cat's trying to like not let the stick poke him. He's kind of like, nope, he's got a hold of it. He's like, no, sir, I'm done with this. I'm not letting this thing bother me anymore. So it could be that as well, right? I said with the King of Cups, he's sitting in the waves here, where it's like, things are kind of like rocky, and he's like, yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. And it's kind of because you got a hold on it. You're not going to let that stick poke you. You're like, no, this isn't going to bother me. I'm not dealing with this anymore, right? And you're just like, I'm not fazed by it because I've been through worse. This isn't going to stop me. I'm going to do better. So I'm loving it. Like, you're just in such a strong position. And clarifying the Tower is Zawodo, the world. The world is a card, is the last of the major arcana cards, right? It is 21, but it's actually 22nd because the Fool is 0. But anyway, the world is the end of the major arcana. It's to say, like, this is it. It's all over. We've come to the end of something, the end of a cycle, which is also what the Tower is. It is the end of something. We're changing from one thing to another now, right? So I'm digging that. So that's really awesome. So just saying, like, you're making, and it's a big change too, right? The world is the biggest of all the changes on top of the Tower, right? So I feel like this is you changing from maybe the follower to the leader, right? You're becoming maybe not necessarily, one of like maybe it's like a promotion or something at work where you're kind of like, you're going from like, oh, I was one of like the work crew, now I'm like the manager or something like that. So I'm digging that. That's awesome. So we're going to tie this all off with a Moonology card, Capricorn. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for making it this far. I hope this has been helping you out. And let's see what we got for your Moonology card. All right. So for you, Capricorn, we got full moon in Pisces. So you might be dealing with a Pisces. Might have Pisces in your chart. Let me know down below. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's just saying you need to balance these things out. Maybe that's the key for you in order to be the big boss here, is you need to kind of balance out spirituality with practicality, right? You need to balance out kind of like, like if you're a boss, you always got those videos like, yeah, we're a team, and yeah, and like everyone wants to be, we're all friends and working together. You need to kind of balance out that sort of like spirituality with the practicality of like, sometimes we can't be friends with each other in order to be successful at work, right? Those two things aren't necessarily always going hand in hand, right? Sometimes, you don't like the other guys, but you kind of got to work with them to get the results, right? So that's just maybe something for somebody, that might apply to you, might apply to someone else different, just balancing things out in your life, spirituality with the practicality in order to get the best results. And maybe that's what's going to come from you from this change, is you're going to realize you need to have that balance between those two in order to achieve success. Remember, surrender now. Surrender to the fact that you are in charge. You're the boss. Things aren't going to bother you. You're not who you were before. You're something new and something better by all looks of this. So that's awesome. So thank you for being here, Capricorn. I appreciate it so much. Remember, if you want to help out the channel, you can do all that fun stuff down below, like liking, subscribing, sharing, and of course, you want to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one. Thank you for being here, Capricorn, and I hope to see you in the next video.